Hi guys, welcome to our video, and this next video ang ating tatalakayin ngayon o ang ating pag-aaralan ay tungkol sa save info in form while creating a database, while creating a blog and insert in database with a name, with a Laravel functions name on, and of course the edit feature post and update post with a foot method. What exactly I mean here is, as you can see when I click this button right here and I see this edit pictures, this is what a similar or like what we want trying to achieve for this video. Ito yung gagawin natin ngayon. As you can see, we have a features to add, but if we go visit this old vlog, we don't have ability to edit the specific blog that we want. For instance, like this, for instance, we want to edit the title. How we going to do that? Hindi naman natin pwedeng bigyan yung access yung client natin na pumunta pa sa database at doon pa mag-edit, diba? So we will give them a form na pwede sila doon mag-edit sa may pinaka form nila. Okay, so and also as you can see here, we also add a features as I mentioned, the old function in Laravel. What did you notice, guys, that when I click this add blog post, the details or the input information na nilagay ko dito ay nawawala. So imagine we have a bunch of input field like a 25, 50 or hundreds. Like imagine you are hired to create a NSO, something like that, or something like a PhilHealth information, or pag-ibig, company na naghahanap ng software engineer or developer or programmer, like a PhilHealth, something like that, that there are a bunch of input field that they need to input. And imagine once I submit and I forgot to add in other field, nawawala siya, guys. So, ibig sabihin, kung meron akong 100 forms, magta-type ulit ako ng 100 times. So, that is a bad user experience. To solve that, we will use a function name that Laravel provide us called old. These old functions only work with a method post. Later on, we will go to my text editor and dive about this function. So now we also after that we also cover in this video how to create an edit post. As I said earlier, once we visit this, we are not able to edit. But if we have a typography wrong, so of course we cannot give an access our client go to the database in order to correct their mistake. Of course, we also give them ability to update in a front end, so they don't need to go in a database, contact the support. Hey, I have forgot the exclamations here, please remove the dot, something like that. So I think much better to have that kind of feature for the client. And so ayun yung gagawin natin ngayon. So, but before we continue that, I'm gonna have a quick recap here to what we done in our recent video. Naging busy kasi tayo, guys, yesterday. As you can see, this is 1 day ago. So, wala akong naging post yesterday kasi I have busy in personal thing and related to work. So, anyway, here, we done insert data to database and validate the form. As you see here, we have a form that the user ability to add a new content to our blog post once they submit and complete input field. And then also we request a validation form. We also tell the client, hey, this is required. And as you can see here, kapag kanila nilagayan ko to ng maraming text, may sasabihin si validation, at ang sasabihin niya sa client is, oh, what's happened? I think this one. Okay. So let's go ahead and try. Ayun, no? The title field must be greater than, not greater than 65 character. That is what exactly I mean when I say form validation. So here we have a request and session. Request and session is the PHP functionality that Laravel provide to us as well. There is a magic with a Laravel, as you can see here. In adding form, there is an error directive, which is Laravel provide to us already. So we will get the error message just simply like this. Okay, so we have to enter the key of the input field, and then everything is ready to go. So all we have to do, as I said, is complete the puzzle, because everything is provided. Everything is Laravel provided to us. So yeah, that's it. Ayun yung susunod natin gagawin. Magkikreate tayo ng, I'm sorry, that is a recap, oh my god. So yun, ayun yung ginawa natin before, bago itong video na to. Okay, so if you prefer watching in a YouTube version, there is a link here. And if you want to watch the recent video before this, there is a link here. And if you want to watch the video here, just play and open the sounds here. Don't forget. And yeah, so let's begin to start this project. So first thing that I'm going to do, guys, is once I click this ad, imagine when we use this blog post, kapag ginamit natin itong page na to, di ba, meron tayong router. Pag ginawa ko tong okay, anyway, dun tayo muna sa, balik tayo guys, sorry guys nahingayan ako dito na wala ako sa post. Ito, iaano muna natin, gagamitin muna natin tong old functions na to. Okay, dun yan sa create a page. So pupunta muna tayo sa text editor, and then in here, as you can see guys, we will add a value key, which is sa HTML to guys, hindi ito sa Laravel. And then of course the blade, and then the task. Okay, so let's go ahead in router and see what how we grab the data. Okay, how okay, let's go ahead and search in Google. Actually, I just forgot. Old Laravel old function. I think much better if we go to Laravel documentation. Kasi sometimes straightforward dito then ay, hindi yan. Old. So, ang natatandaan ko kasi is, ayan, old. Ito na siguro. Helpers. So, ang tawag pala dyan guys is helpers. Okay, so let's search the old value and old input now. Okay, input field delete old name equal to user. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and try to search the old helper. Old helper. Old input. Digging deeper, old helper. Push. Username requests old input. Retrieve flash input from the previous request. Invoke the old method on the instance requests. The old method will input previously flashed into input data from the session. I think this one, like this one here. Laravel also provide old helper. If you are displaying old input within a blade, it is more convenient to use the old helper to repopulate the form. If no old input exists for the given field, null will be returned. So let's go ahead and copy this guys here, and then back to my text editor, and then back to add, and then as you can see we have, and then let's change that title into username into a title, and then in text area, okay, we don't need to, I think we don't need to use the value because that is already, and for the short description, is my audio working? Hello? Okay. So, gumagana yung audio ko. Buti naman. Pasensya na guys, medyo ang gulo-gulo ng isip ko pa ngayon, pero hindi kasi pwedeng hindi ako maglalagay ng video, baka tumagal yung pag-explore natin. Dapat makapag-create na tayo ng application sooner or later. So, yan guys, nalagay ko na yung helper na tinatawag ni Laravel na nagngangalang old. So, again, yung old, sabi dito, binabalik niya yung data, yung dating data nilalagay mo. Very simple and straightforward guys. Tulad ng dinemo ko kanina, kapag wala siya ng old, mawawala yung mga datang nilagay ko dito. Kahit na exclamation na lang yung mali, na dapat i-remove lang yung dot, papalitan ng exclamation, lahat na bura po siya. So, itatype ko siya ulit. Imagine if I have at least, kahit na 25 input fields lang, ang dami nun. So, let's go ahead and try. Of course, i-try ulit natin muna ng walang nilalagay. At ang dapat na makikita natin dyan, title is required. So, once I create a dummy data, okay, dapat hindi yan mawawala. Even though, ang magkakaroon siya ng another error, and that error, oh, this is not getting error. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and add another one. I think di natin na-reach yung mas lesson siya sa 65 character. Ayun o. The title must be not greater 65 character. So, if you are wondering how that happened, please go ahead and visit our Facebook page and watch the video titled Laravel Insert Data to Database, Form Validation, Request and Session, Laravel Explorer. Here also a link for the YouTube version if you prepare that. So now, okay, so let's go ahead and try. This is a test, and yes, this is just test. Enjoy. So if I go hit save, as you can see that there should be no error, walang error. At yung session natin guys, vlog, congratulations, vlog is now inserted. If we go ahead and refresh, we should see that in the very bottom. Yun, this is test. Yes, this is just test. Ito. So, nasa database na siya. Ngayon, ang gagawin naman natin is mag-edit. Ang gusto ko sanang mangyari guys, para alam ni user kung nasaan siya at sino yung i-edit niya, gusto ko ganito na lang. Blog, follow by ID, and then /edit. Okay? So, every time that any user visit the URL like facebook.com/number17/edit, the post na ginawa ni user, no, is mai-edit. Okay? So, mai-edit siya. Dapat mai-edit siya. So, when I hit enter, there should be an edit form for me. So, ngayon, wala siya. Bakit wala siya? Kasi wala pa tayong form. So, let's go ahead, go to my text editor, and create the edit form. So, let's say edit.blade.php. So, ikakopy lang natin to guys kasi kung mapapansin mo, sa Facebook guys, once na nag-edit ka ng post, pansinin mo to guys, once na nag-edit ka ng post, halos parehas din kung paano ka gumagawa ng post, di ba? So, magkagawa ko ng post. Excuse me. Di ba? So, parehas din. So, kung ano yung nasa edit field ko, kung ano yung nasa create post ko, nandun din yung edit ko para ma-edit ko. Honestly, some pictures, Facebook is hindi ganon. Meron siyang mga missing input field sometimes na hindi mo makikita sa edit field. So, dapat hindi ganon. Dapat kung ano yung nasa create ko, dapat ganon din yung nasa edit ko. Siguro that time, the developer is still progress. Kaya, nagkataong ganun. So, ang gagawin natin guys, dahil ganun nga yung kailangan, ikakopy natin lahat ng nasa add dito sa editblade.php. Okay? Ang pagkakaiba lang, gagawa tayo ng panibagong directive. So, let's say search natin yan. Guys, kung nagtataka kayo kung bakit parang madali kong nakikita yung hinahanap ko, as I said guys, Laravel is my stock. Ibig sabihin, I know this already. However, as I said many times, wala akong naging kliyente sa Laravel. Hindi ko siya nagamit sa real world project. Wala akong employer na nagpagawa sa akin gamit yung Laravel. So, totally nakalimutan ko na siya. Ayun din yung dahilan kung bakit tayo nag-e-explore at kung bakit nakikita ko agad yung kailangan ko. Kasi tapos na ako mag-spend time. Siguro 2 weeks or 3 weeks nag-spend time ako sa documentation ng Laravel. So, I'm totally familiar with that already. So, pag hinanap ko yung put, kahit papano, may idea na ako sa mga yan. Put, authentication client. So, I think, passport collection baka ito. So, baka nagtataka kasi sa'yo kayo bakit. Kasi, papapansin mo, pamali-mali nga ako, hindi naman ako scripted dito. Pero nakikita ko yung mga ginagamit ko o yung kailangan ko. Kasi guys, I was once na ginawa ko na to. So, kaya medyo familiar na ako. So, kung makikita mo dito, let's say, i-filter na lang natin. Yan, collect. Method. Update. So, walang update. So, sabihin natin, update update post. Pero guys, alam nyo ba na ang documentation nagbabago din? Kaya, yun yung isipin na ganun lang. Kasi minsan mag-a-adjust din kayo. So, tulad yan, nahihirapan ako ngayon. Diyan lang yan. Or, ayan yung database guys, oh. Ayun yung sample ng model. Able, user, where clause, lock for update. So, I think ito ay something Boolean or Laravel helper din. So, well, I think this one is part of the model. Okay, so, insert. So, ayan, mag-insert siya. No? Diba? Simple lang. Mas pinasimple nila Laravel. Update at insert. Yeah. Before we continue this, guys, I forgot that we need to create another route. Okay? So, a route that for an update. Okay? So, let's go ahead and create the route. So, actually, hindi pa tayo nakag-create ng route dito sa edit, diba? Hindi pa rin natin na-display yung form. So, sa ilalim na to, gagawa tayo ng edit route. So, this is going to be a get and then id / edit. And then, of course, we will go ahead and get the file name edit. And then, the same. Okay? The same based on ID. So, kukunin niya pa rin yung the same na information based dun sa ID na nilagay natin dito. Okay? Okay? So, ganun. So, let's see. Dapat 17. Yun. So, let's go ahead in my edit form. Naman gagawin natin dito. Okay. So, kukunin natin yung variable na inassign natin dito sa post. So, itong post. And then, tatanggalin natin itong old. Papalitan natin ng post variable. And then, yung column name. So, dapat ang magiging title niyan o magiging value niyan is yung title ng post 17. Which is this is test. So, tingnan natin dito. Ang ID ng this is test, lalabas dito, is 17. So, ang title is this is test. So, kapag nasa edit tayo, dapat ang title niya is this is test para ma-edit natin yung field. Okay. Tama naman. Okay, so, remember, saan galing to? Dito yan, guys, sa router. Yung inassign kong variable, pwede natin gawing edit, edit post, it's up to you, pero I think edit post na lang para sa formality ng ginagawa nating Explorer. However, you can choose whatever you want. But remember, if you are working with a team, once you build a real-world application after just exploring, make sure you choose a proper and cleaner naming, especially in variable. Sorry, excuse me, guys. So now, I will copy this and paste right here. And then instead the title, it's going to be a content. And then instead a content, it's going to be a short description. So once I refresh this, the content from this, let's say, this is test and enjoy, must be the content test. Okay. As you can see guys, meron siyang mga spacing, no? So, yun yung kailangan nating i-sanitize. So, sanitize natin yan. Pero siguro, kapag gumawa na lang tayo ng real world application, kasi ngayon kasi, ang ginagawa natin ay inaalam lang muna natin kung paano natin mapapagana, kung paano nga ba gumagana si Laravel ayon sa kanyang pagkakagawa. So, hindi pa talaga tayo gumagawa ng application. Kung mapapansin mo, gumagawa lang tayo ng views, ganito pala gumawa ng views, ganito pala gumawa ng template or layout, and this is how I work with seeders, create a factories, ganyan lang, migration, inaalam lang natin yung pinaka part niya or yung pinaka o yung structures niya, kung ano man yung proper way mo o proper way talaga dyan. So, tingin ko yun yung structures niya tsaka yung kanyang mga let's say sabihin natin pasikot-sikot para hindi tayo na para hindi tayo malito kung ano man ang gagawin natin, alam natin kung paano sisimulan. Mahirap kasi nagagawa tayo agad ng application na hindi natin siya muna na-explore. Kumbaga, kapag nagbabike ka guys, mahirap magrumampa sa isang rampahan na hindi mo muna nasubukan kasi talagang mauwi yan sa aksidente. 'Di ba? Kahit na anong sports yan, kahit na nag-skateboard pa yan or motorcycle, lahat yan, iikot ka muna yan ng isa. Pakikiramdaman mo muna kapag rumampa ka dito, pag sumemplang ka dyan, paano ba yung magiging kalagayan mo? Dead on arrival ka ba agad? O 50-50 lang? O kaya mo bang rumampa sa rampahan na yan bago ka rumampa? O bago mo gumawa ng tricks, no? Syempre, hindi ka susugal kapag alam mong delikado. Pero kung alam mong safe naman, and then, may reward ka, why not, diba? So, syempre, part yun ng activity mo. At napakasaya nun pag nagawa mo ng tama. Ganon din dito sa Laravel Explorer, we are trying to understand every small thing to a large thing to big thing before we continue and develop a real world web application. So, kung mapapansin mo guys, hindi talaga masyadong maayos yung mga codes natin. And that is fine kasi we're just exploring lang. Kung sa bahay guys na naglilinis ka, hindi mo malilinis yung bahay na habang naglilinis ka. Diba? Ang kalat nun. Siyempre, tatanggalin mo lahat ng gamit dyan sa lababo. Ilalagay mo dito. Siyempre yung kalat, talagang yung gamit mo, kakalat at kakalat yun. So, ganun din yung nangyayari dito. Hanggang sa maayos mo na yung gamit mo sa lababo, may babalik mo na ng maayos yung mga gamit mo doon, malinis na yon. So, ganito rin yun. So, ngayon kasi we are just exploring pa lang. Hindi pa tayo gumagawa ng talagang application. So, hopefully, mapagtyagaan mo muna yung nakikita mo ng mata mo. Honestly, ako naiirita ako. Parang gusto ko siyang baguhin. Pero, I think merong tamang oras, tamang panahon para dyan. So, we're just exploring lang. That's my point. So, tapos na tayo guys sa save. Nasa-save na natin. Tama? Kapag nag-create tayo ng blog, nasa-save na natin. And then, tapos na rin tayo gumawa ng edit post features. Ito na yun guys. Meron na tayong edit post feature. So, papalitan natin to. Hindi to add. Dapat ito edit. Okay. So, hindi to add feature. So, this should be an edit post. So, you can go ahead and edit. Kung mapapansin mo guys, napansin ako, una-una, yung session ko gumana, ibig sabihin nag-insert tayo. Pangalawa, yung 17 naging 18 guys. So, kung pupunta ako dito sa may pinaka-bottom, naging dalawa siya na double siya. Di ba nga, ang kailangan lang natin is edit. dapat walang ganyan. So, kung i-refresh ko to, siguradong ma-insert ulit yon. So, ano bang gagawin natin dito? Kailangan natin ng another directive na ang tawag ay put. Sigurado yon. So, pupunta tayo sa Laravel. Update post. Let's go ahead and update post. I'm not sure kung meron dito niyan kasi parang parang napaka-specific na. So, digging deeper. Transaction update post model. Oops, meron palang ganun. Dapat hinayaan natin mag-load. Podcast. Ay no, hindi na siya gumagana. Ay nako, mag-scroll tayo. So, hindi ito. Pupunta tayo sa Google, guys. How to update. Yeah. How to update post in font. Laravel. Subukan natin. Maghanap ng sagot. So, ito na yun. Kung mapapansin mo guys, meron na tong controller. Diba? Nasa controller na to, update to. Book, find. So, parehas pala siya nung ginawa natin, no? Parehas nga, oh. Tingnan mo, iba lang yung fields niya. Ito parang sa comment to. The new book. Update. And then, atas, new book. Tinanggal niya yung instantiate, oh. In-update lang niya. And then, sa form, meron siyang dinagdag sa form. So, i-copy muna natin yung sa route. So, sa route, then we will create an update. Ito naman, i-copy natin to guys. And then, we will create an update version. Lalagay natin dito ang update. And then, base sa nakita natin guys, diba? Hindi siya nag-instantiate. Comment na lang din natin to. Tapos, siguro, okay na rin. Mag-validate na rin tayo. And then, save. So, nag-save pa din siya. Ayun lang. Kung hindi siya mag-i-instantiate, mag-e-error. So, find book. Ito, gumamit siya ng method na find. So, find book. Ginamit niya pala yung modal. Pero, gumamit siya ng method na find. Okay, so let's go ahead. Gawin natin itong update. Okay. By the way guys gusto ko lang maging malinaw. Ito yung reality sa atin once sinabi ko na to. Na tayo ay nag-google din. Okay? Nag-google din tayo. Mga developer, programmer. Okay? Actually, kahit ang laman ng AI guys ay galing din sa human. Although, hindi undefined variable add. So, wala nang add. Okay, so ngayon, find. Gumamit siya ng find. Na parang tulad nito. Yun, find ID. Copy natin to. And then this model, find ID. Then, Nilagay niya sa ibabaw, di ba? ID. And then, mapapansin mo, meron siyang request. And then, may inad siyang parameter. Parang tulad yan dun sa single display. Na meron siyang second parameter na ID and follow edit. So, ganun ang gagawin natin, guys. So, here, we will go ahead and add ID. Okay. So, yung ID na yan, manggagaling yan dito. Blog. Paano kaya gagawin yung URL? Teka lang Kung mapapansin mo dito guys kasi, ang ginawa niya kasi is route, update, and book ID. Diba? Hanap na nga tayo ng isa. Edit and poster. Laracas. Official yan. Form. Ito, meron siyang isang okay. So, ayun pa guys, na-notice ko, papalitan pa natin ng put yung method. Yung router, kasi post yan di ba? Gagawin natin yung put. So, ngayon, etong redirect na to guys, papalitan natin to ng blog.update, hindi .show. Okay. Blog.update. So, whatever yung pass na ginawa natin dito. Ay, sorry, hindi pala dyan. Doon pala sa edit. Okay. Ito ay blog.update. Ay, edit. Okay lang naman to. Blog, edit. Get kasi yan di ba? Di ba ito nga yung get? Wait lang Kasi para tong, ito, ginet niya, di ba? Tapos nag-request siya ng post para makapag-create siya. Para makapag-create naman siya. Ito yung ginawa. Nag-request tayo and then ngayon naman, para makapag-update tayo, kailangan natin ng blog blog ID ano yan? Sorry. Blog ID and then /update. So, ngayon, name, okay, update. So, update. Single.show. Tama. Kasi guys, mapupunta tayo dun sa form. So, para mapunta tayo sa form, pupunta tayo sa edit, blog.edit after natin i-update. So, blog edit. Copy natin yung pangalan ng router. Blog edit. Ito. Blog edit. Okay. So, automatic dyan siya mapupunta. Blog-edit. Once na nag-update tayo ng form. So, yung router, pag in-update natin, blog edit, then ID. Pero paano niya? Kung mapapansin mo kasi dito, wala na siyang binago, no? Sige, try and error tayo, guys. Try and error tayo. So, let's go ahead and try to update this one. Etong 18. So, anong nangyari dito? I-analyze muna natin. So, unang-una, pag bumisit tayo sa route na ito, ID, dynamic ID equals edit. hahanapin niya yung mayroong ID na based doon sa nilagay natin, yung post. And then, mapupunta tayo ngayon dito sa may update request. Okay. So, ngayon, ayang pula na yan guys, text editor lang yan. Tingin ko, hindi yan muna. So, ngayon, kapag nakuha niya na, okay, i-check ngayon ni request lahat ng input field. And then, si update, i-update niya naman yung form. Isa-save naman niya. So, kapag tapos naman na, mapupunta naman tayo sa edit no na may ID /edit. Baka hindi na kailangan nito. Subukan natin guys. Yeah. So, 18. Magiging add new post yan eh. Okay. Syntax error F. Variable. Okay. New ID. What? Undefined variable sign. In pause ko muna guys. Okay. Medyo maingay ka. Okay. $sign. Undefined $sign. Find expecting variable or $sign. This is correct. What's wrong with you? Find unexpected identifier find or $sign. Unexpected identifier find. Okay. I'm sorry. I think kailangan natin ganyan. Hindi, alam ko kailangan natin ini. Ba? Ganyan. Fine. So, lagay natin dito. Siguro layer issue. Hindi. New app find ID. Bakit ganun? Bakit? Bakit ganun? Ito. Okay, so I think we need to add this one inside the form, anywhere, like here. So let's check this before. Let's check this in Laravel documentation first. Para lang sure tayo. Method put. Kasama babae. Method. Method is wala. So let's search that in Google first. You can go ahead and google.com and search that method. Laravel put method routes. So another suggestion is put like a directive. So let's check it out. This is a version, latest version 11 na, for 11 above. So let's check this in documentation first. Let's get this first. Quest Taylor. So let's go ahead and try to open another Google. Aray ko, sakit. Pisat ko yung tigyawat ko. Submit transaction. It's not supported. So guys, kung mapapansin mo, no, katabi siya ng CSR app. So tapos meron dito sample. Sige, subukan nga natin to. Lagyan natin. Okay, so sa edit. Directive lang din pala siya. Since 5.0 pa yun, 5 above. 11, ang ginagamit natin ngayon guys, 11. I'm not sure what Laravel version nung nag-aral ako nung Laravel data. So anyway, meron na tayo yan. And then kung mapapansin mo dito yung request, and then category, and then redirect return. Nag-save pa din siya, di ba? Then yung category title, request title, request. So hindi na to nag-validate, pero okay lang naman. Pero action. Nagpalit pala siya ng route, no? I'd like to make this modification, edit at play.php. So, ito kasi yung category update post. Okay, so meron na tayo yan sa edit.php. Pero, nakukumpisan talaga ako dito sa admin / pero let's go ahead and try. So, ayun. May error pa rin. Tsaka nakakabilib, no? Guys, no? This is a post, that's why. So, we're gonna go ahead and rename the route. I have route update. Diba? Kaya siya nagpo-post mas kiniklik natin kasi yung router niya nakadikit, naka-post. Ay, tingnan niya ulit natin to. Method post pa din. Okay, method post. Okay. Method post. And then, update. So, palitan natin yung pangalan ng route. Edit ay yung URL niya. And then, / updated. So, automatic na yan. Ang nakapagtataka, ID, edit. Kinuha niya lang naman eh, di ba? Pagkakuha niya, yung data, pinasa niya. Tapos, wala namang something happening dito eh. Kasi mangyayari pa yung magic once na kinilik na natin yung update. Tapos, itong ID na to, diba? Ito rin yan eh. Update. Update. So, pero sabi niya dito, unexpected name. Actually, wala akong name dito. Hindi kaya ganito yung gagawin natin? Hindi kaya ID and ID. Okay, so ID and ID. So, request. Dapat tama ito eh. Dapat tama yan kasi ito input name type hidden method put. Wait lang. Route.id. Okay guys, kumuha tayo ng ID. Okay. Kumuha pala tayo ng ID, di ba? Doon sa request, mapapansin natin dito, nagpasa siya ng ID sa router. Pero tayo guys, wala tayong pinasa doon sa router. Hindi kaya dahil ganun. So, kailangan natin magpasa dito na isa pang parameter, which is yung ID equals false ID. Oh, this should be an array right now. So let's go ahead and try to refresh. Unexpected. Syntax unexpected identifier. Identifier find unexpected variable. Tingnan ulit natin. Paano niya nilagay sa form? Hindi na array. Post ID na lang. Okay. So, let's go ahead and try. Post ID na lang. Baka hindi na talaga sa array. Okay. Sure. Ganun pa din. Ganun pa din. Add ID. Ganun. Tama naman to eh. Okay. Wait, hold on. So, ID, updated ID slash edit. Find ID. Up. Post. Diba? So, meron siyang post ID. Okay. So, lahat ng nasa post ID. Hindi ka parehas ng route. Wait lang guys. Excuse me. Excuse me guys. So, tama naman. Tama naman to. Diba? So, kung pupunta tayo dito sa edit, ilalagay natin to sa array. Ganun naman kasi talaga. Diba? ID and then post ID. Ganyan talaga yan. Ngayon, update blog.update. Saan yung router na yan? Blog.update. So, ito yung ID. So, hiningi natin yung ID. Pero, parang wala tayong pinasa sa kanya, diba? So, let's remove this. Blog post. Router post. Put ID. Okay. Post ID. Hiningi natin yan sa router. So, whatever we pass that. Okay. So, tanggalin nga natin yung update. Kasi, parang ano nangyayari? Nalilito siya. Parang nalilito siya kasi ang hinahanap lang yung blog. And then ID. Sige. Sige. Babaguhin muna natin to. Blog updated. And then congratulations, blog is now updated. So, nothing wrong with this actually. Kinuha natin sa edit. Ipinasa niya yung dynamic variable dito. Kinuha niya yung data. Pinasa niya sa single. That is because this is a single. Which is, tama to. So, ito naman, nasa edit. So, ito yung router name. Okay, so magagamitin natin siya. So, sa router, naglagay tayo ng put. Nilagay natin sa router yung edit./post. Kasi ang nakalagay dito ay post. Diba? Post. And then, inside this, we put them together in array. So this is a key. Okay. Okay, that's correct. And then post ID. Parang tulad ng post content. And then submit. It should be update blog. So ngayon, available na yung ID sa route. Subukan muna natin na maglagay ng put and then ng ID. So, i-cancel muna natin to. Tanggalin muna natin to. And then mag-DD tayo dito. Tingnan natin kung anong value na to. And then request. Request. Okay, so let's go ahead and try. Dapat wala ng error. So this is a single. Naka-play na ba? Okay, naka-play na. Hello? Okay. Naka-play na. And then, edit. So, pag in-edit natin, ito yun, diba? So, tatanggalin natin space. Wala tayong sanitation dito. Let's go ahead and try to say one. DD for edit or EE. Edit. So, when I say update the blog, we should have a bunch of data available for us. The method is put, and then the server, closure, use. Wala nga dito yung content. So, pero, a request, attribute request, ito, request. Parameter, 5 arrays. So, yun, foot, EE, DD, and ito yung parameter. So, ito yung request. Okay? So, meron tayong token from the for, and method is put. Ito yung inedit natin. So, this is correct. So, kung request and then say ID, dapat once na inedit natin yung form, okay, once na inedit natin yung form, okay, edit, dapat may makukuha tayong ID. You know, 18. So we grab the 18. So what is wrong with this? Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get the 18. Okay. Just the ID. Okay. Just the ID lang. 18 pa din. Parehas lang, di ba? So, kung mapapansin mo, parehas lang. So, sige, i-open up na natin tong validation para ma-validate niya yung i-insert niyang update. Okay. Ngayon, ito yung nakakapagtaka. Bakit nagkaka-error dito? App model. Copy ko na nga to. Unexpected name. Unexpected name. Unexpected name. Unexpected. Bakit dito hindi nag-unexpected? Let's go ahead and try to check the data. Let's say DD and this update as well this DD. Okay. Di kaya ano to? Request na rin to, no? Baka request na to eh. Unexpected pa rin, ha? Oh my god, this is stressful. Subukan nga natin. Siguro... Okay. Idikit natin dito sa... Okay, so let's go ahead. Unexpected name. Unexpected name? Unexpected. Ano nangyayari? Siguro ito natin ilagay. Baka kailangan nasa ikalawa siya. Okay guys, medyo tumagal ako ng isang oras na. I-debug ko na lang to, then i-explain ko sa inyo kung ano nangyayari. Pause ko muna. Okay guys. Okay guys, kung mapapansin mo, if you observe only 1 minute, that is because there is a new keywords here. Remember? Oh my god. Remember when we create, pag nag-create tayo ng data, we call that the blog model new because we instantiate a new data. But as we update lang guys, hahanapin lang niya, di ba? Yun lang yung duty niya, hindi siya mag-new. Okay? So, new update, and then, hindi na ako magbabar guys. Let's subukan na din natin para makita na rin natin kung yung data ba na hinahanap natin is ito na nga, siya na nga. So, 18. So, yun na yun guys. Ito na nga. So, let's go ahead and remove all these things here. And then, of course, open up and comment this. And then, expecting na mapupunta siya doon sa blog ID once we update. Edit. Okay. So, naman yung edit niyan. Lalagyan ko yan ng EEE. Sorry, tumagal tayo doon ng almost 15 minutes yata. Or more. So, yun, no? Napunta na ako dito, guys. And then, edit. Okay. So, ayoko na lang may edit. So, gusto kong pumunta dun sa single page. So, paano natin yung gagawin? I-redirect natin to, hindi sa edit, doon sa single show. So, yung ating router para sa single, ito. Single show. So, update pa to. Yeah, put. Ayan, put. Update and papalitan natin yung router. And then, update yung ID. So, magaganon siya. Mag-i-slash and ID. Paano by ID? And then, a blog update. Congratulations, blog update. So, tanggalin natin tong EE. Exclamation mark. And let's say, mali yung exclamation mark. Dapat dun sa, yan, likuran. Okay, nandito siya. Dapat nandito siya. So, yun yung mali niya. Anyway, let's go ahead and edit again. Okay, let's edit. Very simple. Na-click ko yung alt, something nag-switch yung end of text ko. And then as you can see, oops, I'm sorry. I pressed the, yun, automatically, nandito na siya. Once I update. So, excuse me. So, here, we are successfully done for this demonstration video. Yes, we have a very ugly codes, but that is because this is a exploring. Second, we make debugging. So the last thing that I'm going to update is the blog, is the session. Remember, when yung last video natin sa template natin, dito sa main primary template natin, meron tayong condition na if the session has blog inserted and return the session. So, gagawa ulit tayo niyan, guys, para naman sa update session. So, let's go ahead and copy this condition. And then, this, if the session has been blog update, merong blog update, and then the session will be printed. So, later, we will use the function, create a function for this. So, we will have a single line of code, but for this Explorer, I think much better to see everything na nakikita mo lahat, visible sa'yo lahat ng nangyayari before we make a single codes here. So, let's go ahead and try to edit again. Let's go to the blog and choose which post that we want to edit. Ito, halimbawa, itong nasa unahan na to. Palitan natin to ng updated post. So, /edit. Papalitan natin yung title niya ng updated post. And then, updated post. And then, actually, tama na yan kasi para hindi masyadong maging madami. And then, ipapaste natin ito lang ipapaste para magkaroon siya ng maraming content. And then, once na update that, as you can see, update na siya at nagkaroon na siya ng maraming content. And as you can see, yung session dito, congratulations, blog is now updated. Hindi na siya created, updated na. At if we go to the blog all posts, hindi na siya yung title niya before. Once kinilik natin yan, iba na yung large text content. So, we're done. Congratulations. At humihingi ako ng sorry sa sobrang tagal ng debugging, no. Nagkaroon pala siya ng i-remove pala natin dito sa router yung new. So, we are going to have a quick recap to what we've done now. So, first, of course, our goal is to save the information while creating a data to the blog using the helper, Laravel helper named old function. So, to do that, we went to dito tayo galing sa sa files na to, galing tayo dito sa add, and then nilagay natin yung old helper ni Laravel with the form name para mag-process siya based on the key. So dito sa input field title, masasave yung in-enter mong title kasi nandito ka sa title. So, if you do something like short descriptions here, and then yung short descriptions mo, yung title mo nandito, automatically magsaswitch yan once na nag-save ka. So, ganun. So, natapos yung pag-save. Kasi nga, bakit natin kailangan i-save? Imagine we have 100 or at kahit nga 25 input fields lang eh. Imagine naggagawa ng birth certificate, something like that. No, ang daming information on. So, bagong panganak, for instance, sa PhilHealth, then nag-register ka ng bagong birth certificate. So, yung user, masyadong maraming ipifill out. Then, na-save niya, and then hindi niya, let's say, kung hindi nakasave yon input field, mabubura lahat yon, so automatically, kailangan ulit mag-input at nakakapagod yun, wasting of time, time consuming para sa mga business. Yun ay user experience error, so kailangan yung ayusin at naayos natin sa pamamagitan ng Laravel helper with the old functions. Okay, so the second is we create an edit features. To do that, of course, we dito tayo sa we enter the web.php, which is the route. At nag-create tayo ng get route for edit. Kinuha natin yung ID para ma-display natin yung edit form. And then ID/edit. So, once we visit that, automatically, kung ano man yung na-select na ID, ayun yung mapupunta sa edit. So, na-return natin yung edit file. Kinuha natin yung ID na pinasa natin dito. Dynamic and then ID. So, ayun yung na-store dito. At ayun yung naging available na data inside the edit form. As you can see, ang nabago natin dito sa add. Sa add, wala tayong, by default, we have only post method and route na kung saan magre-redirect tong post. So, dito lang natin siya sa redirect sa post all para makita agad natin kung na-post ba siya. So, sa edit, nagbago tayo. Ginawa natin yung blog.update na route. Nasaan yan? Blog.update na route. Ayun. So, dito sa blog.update na route, once na binisita natin to with the ID na nasa form tayo ng edit, automatically masasave siya kasi we have a new directive introduced to Laravel 5 above the method foot. Okay, so we pass the parameter here, the ID and the ID post na nanggaling sa post. Of course, we are able to get that kasi dito sa edit, kinuha natin yung data sa ID. Edit, yes, sa ID. Meron tayong dito ID. So, kaya niya na-fetch yung data based on ID. So, we are also able to use that ID right here in update. Okay. So once we fill out this and update the text in our input field, something like this. Okay. So, kapag kinilik ko yan, and then naglagay ako ng edit, as you can see, kapag binago ko lahat yan, automatically, behind the scene, na ma-update siya using this, updating the route for update, and then adding the method foots here, and then, yeah, that's it. That's all we done here. So, also, we, add the post. Okay, we add the post information here, which from our routers right here. So, yeah, so once we submit the button, we update this text from the add to update the blog right here. So once we submit the button and click the update, we are going to redirect to this foot router. Remember that foot method. So the ID, and then, well, it will take the ID, whatever the ID is here. And then, of course, ito yung nag-debug tayo ng napakatagal, halos 15 to 20 minutes yata yun. So, nakalimutan ko na hindi dapat nakalagay ang new kasi we are not instantiating another object, or we are not editing, or we are not trying to add. Ang gusto natin gawin is to update. So, dapat ganyan lang. kasi hahanapin lang ni ID, ni modal, with the find static method kung sino yon via ID. So, after that, yung form na binalidate natin based on validation request na ginawa natin na magiging data ulit ng update title, short description, and the content, and will be saved again. Okay? Masasave siya, and once done, mariredirect tayo sa single show kung saan makikita natin yung in-update natin with the with the ID, no? Dated ID. So, ayun yung may papasa niya sa parameter. So, ano ba itong single.show? Kung makikita mo dito, yung single.show, single.show, ito kung nakikita mo, single.show, mapupunta siya sa blog-id, and then ipepatch naman niya yung data based on sa ID na in-update natin. So, and then we update the session. We also update the session name and the session variable. Instead, from blog inserted, congratulations, blog is now inserted, to blog updated, congratulations, blog is now updated. And we create a condition with the session that if the session has a blog update, and then session blog update will be returned to our header tab, like what example here. So, as you can see, wala akong ina-update, diba? Pero nag-run tayo ng update, kaya yung session is nag-update siya. It doesn't matter if we nag-input tayo ng panibagong data, as long as nandun tayo sa route ng update, automatically the update functionality that Laravel provide us will happen behind the scene. So, hope na may natutunan kayo, especially nung nag-debug tayo. Very simple. Pero tumagal tayo dun, guys. So, simple lang, diba? Ganun yung mga issue na mahirap tukuyan kasi wala siyang specific na nagsabi na, ay, meron kang nakalagay na new, no? So, human error, hindi siya talaga program error. That is a human error. So, yun, hope na meron kayong natutunan. Medyo napakahaba ng video na to para sa tatlong topic. At, yeah, ako din, sana if you have a brighter way, if you think you have a brighter way at mas magandang idea, you can go ahead and comment to our social media. And then, if you prefer to watch in YouTube, we have also a YouTube link here. You can go ahead and watch the YouTube. And do not forget to like and follow our page so you will receive a notification in new video. And also, you are able to share your ideas. Sabi ko nga dito, ang panata natin. Tara, sabay tayong matuto sa tulong ng bawat isa. So, that's all. Thank you.